Hi, I'm Todd Smith. I'm going to share with you some information that has changed my life. It's about an individual named Dr. Joel Wallach. He's a veterinarian who worked with the famous Marlin Perkins of the Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom.
I think the thing that makes my view different on health is that I'm a veterinarian as well as a physician. 23 years of experience as a licensed physician dealing with people and their diseases. Worked on a big grant with the National Institutes of Health and Marlin Perkins from the old Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom days. It was a $7.5 million grant, did over 20,000 autopsies, 17,500 autopsies, and over 454 species of animals and 3,000 human beings for comparison. So it gives me a little unique position in my training.
One of Dr. Wallach's landmark discoveries was this: the more complex the organism, the more nutrients it requires.
So we learned a long time ago in the animal industry that we could prevent and cure diseases in animals with simple little nutritional formulas. You find these in little alfalfa pellets. We've been so successful at using this technique over the last 75 years, we've eliminated about 900 different diseases in animals with nutrition that still plague people.
So what are the results of adding nutritional supplements to animals' feed? Well, let's take man's best friend, for example, the dog. Have you ever heard of dog years? Experts have said for years that one dog year is equal to 7 human years. That's because the average dog in the 1960s lived to be 10 and the average human was dying in their 70s. You know, simple math, 7 to 1. Today, the lifespan of dogs and cats has doubled, whereas the lifespan of humans is unchanged. And the only real difference is that the animals are eating a perfect diet, fortified with over 40 minerals, and the humans are not.
And as a veterinarian, it always seemed odd to me that we would use this technique for animals and nobody was doing it for people. And I lectured to doctors for many years during their continuing education programs, wrote scientific articles, some 75 plus, and I was never able to get doctors interested in preventing and curing diseases in people with nutritional formulas. And so I went back to school and became a physician, and since 1978 I've been using these little veterinary nutritional formulas on my human patients, and I can tell you that the concept of preventing and curing diseases in animals with nutritional formulas works the same in people.
Have you ever read the label of a can of human infant formula? Have you seen how few minerals there are in it? Our dogs and cats are getting over 40 minerals, and our babies are getting less than 12. It's pretty frightening, really. I mean, on that logic, you'd think dogs and cats are more complex than humans. There are over 77 minerals naturally occurring in the human body. 77. 60 of them are essential for health. You know, the fundamental problem is the difference between vitamins and minerals. Plants can manufacture vitamins, but they're dependent on the soil they grow in for their minerals.
Plants can combine water and nutrients from the soil through a process called photosynthesis to produce vitamins and amino acids. Minerals, however, cannot be manufactured by the plant. In essence, the minerals must be present in the soil to be absorbed by the plant. Another important thing to understand is that minerals do not occur in a uniform blanket over the face of the earth. They occur in veins like gold or silver and tend to accumulate in locations such as ancient riverbeds or glacial runoff, where the soils from multiple times and locations have congregated.
Well, the basic thing that people need to know about supplementation is that essential nutrients are called essential nutrients for 2 reasons. Number one, our bodies can't manufacture them. We must consume them every day, either as food or as supplements. Secondly, if we don't consume them every day, we're going to get, not maybe, perhaps, we're going to get many horrible deficiency diseases, many of which are life-threatening.
The problem we face today is that our food is no longer grown in mineral-rich areas. Large farms that have been growing crops for decades are now depleted of these vital minerals. Farmers replace only what is necessary to make sure their crops will grow. Take a look at this study from the USDA. You can see that the drop in mineral and vitamin content in our food has been significant. We can see it in corn, onions, broccoli, strawberries, and many other fruits and vegetables. If the minerals are not in our food, we need to supplement in order to maintain good health. Look at how much we could reduce diseases if we were just taking the minimum recommendations of vitamins and minerals each day, according to the USDA estimate.
One day, Dr. Joel Wallach came to my office and placed a bottle on my desk and said, these are plant-derived minerals. I want you to examine those. Well, so we did. And we found some very, very interesting results that made me really convinced that this is a great product. Not only does it contain a great many elements, it also contains them in a form which makes them substantially active.
The bottle that Dr. Wallach gave to Dr. Strauser turned out to be plant-derived colloidal minerals from an ancient plant deposit found in the pristine mountains of Utah, far away from pollution and human contact. These ancient plants lived at a time and in a location where more than 70 minerals naturally occurred in the soils and were therefore taken up in the plants that grew there. These mineral-rich plants, having never fossilized or turned to stone, have been entombed and preserved for hundreds of thousands of years. There are many traditional stories which have been told about these mountain springs. American Indians speak of the magical healing benefits they experience when drinking from them. Early prospectors included stories in their journals of how these waters helped ease joint pain and other illnesses. Modern science and manufacturing have been able to better explain the amazing stories stemming from these mountain streams.
Bottom line, we need to get our minerals from plants. Doctors Wallach and Malon knew this and felt compelled to get this message out. In fact, that's why Dr. Wallach went back to school and practiced privately for over 12 years, treating human patients with these animal formulas, giving them the nutrition that they needed. And after thousands and thousands of people having positive results, they felt now they need to take this message to the masses. They need to reach more people, and they turned to the power of word of mouth. They formed a company, Youngevity, with the purpose of changing lives. Youngevity is a flourishing, multi-million-dollar company, passionate about spreading the message of good health. They've designed an extensive line of nutritional products based upon the science of plant-derived minerals. They've put together a team of scientists and doctors respected around the world that are recommending these products to their patients for